All right, request in there for questions 3, 4 and 5. So we'll go through these quickly. First one, complex numbers from the sample paper. So two complex numbers, u and v are that. Always highlight them, underline them, whatever. And the key thing there, once you see a squared, it's minus 1. Given that w is equal to u minus v minus 2, so I'm just going to sub it in. Whenever there's a u, I'm filling in 3 plus 2a. I'm putting brackets in it because of that minus sign. What am I filling in for v is minus 1 plus a, and then my minus 2 at the end. So get rid of the brackets. 3 plus 2a, minus and a minus makes it plus 1, minus 1a, minus 2. Add together your real bits. 3 and 1 is 4, minus 2 is 2, and your imaginary bits. Now plot u, v and w. Remember, as well as putting your dot, label it. Plot and label. It should be saying, so u is 3 plus 2a, so 3 across on the real, 2a up, there's u. V is minus 1 across on the real, plus 1a. So if you ever see plus a, it means plus 1a. There's my v, and then my w is 2 plus a. Find this. So you're either asked to find the modulus or a division thing. So we're going to have to work out that top line first of all. So 2u plus v. So what am I filling in for v? U is 3 plus 2a plus my v all over w there, which is 2 plus a. Tidy up that top line first. So we have 6 plus 4a minus 1 plus a over 2 plus a. Now I'm going to get a tight for space here. Tidy up that top. 6 minus 1 is 5 plus 5a over 2 plus a. Now anywhere there's division, you're multiplying top and bottom by the conjugate of the bottom. So change the sign of that imaginary bit. Now work out your top. So 5 plus 5a times 2 minus a. Bust your brackets. And multiply that out. When you tidy that up, your top line gives you 20 minus 10a. The same there for your bottom. So your bottom is 2 plus a times 2 minus a. And when you multiply a number by its conjugate, you'll end up with a real number. So bust your brackets. And here we're getting our a squared. So we see our a's go. Everywhere we see a squared, you sub in minus 1. 4 minus minus 1 is 5. And now put your top over your bottom. So 20 minus 10a over 5. 5 into 20 goes 4. 5 into 10 goes 2. 4 minus 2a. Don't be getting bogged down if you don't know how to do that there. So 4 minus 2a. Is that right? Yeah, right. 10. Oh, jeez. Made a wee silly mistake back here. It's not 5 plus 5, it's 5 plus 5a. And you was rushing it. Something wasn't right about that. When you times that up, you get 10 minus 5a plus 10a minus 5a squared. Yeah, I was wondering why I didn't get an a squared there. Tidy that up. I'm running out of room here, so a squared goes in, is replaced by minus 1. Minus 5 times minus 1 is plus 5. 10 plus 5 is 15 plus 5a. So the 5a minus 5a plus 10a. And then put the top over the bottom. So 15 plus 5a over 5. 5 and 15 goes 3. 5 and 5 goes once. So 3 plus 1a is your answer there. Next thing, solve this equation. Once I see it in this form, or so many decimal places, I know I'm using my minus b formula. So we've got my attempt mark straight away. Fill in your A, B and C. Big shout out to RC. Today celebrating her 23rd birthday. A is 1, B is minus 6, C is minus 23. Now we fill that in. Now, I'm just going to look at the solutions there in the back of the book. And it gives me 3 plus 4 root 2. Hopefully they're right. 3 plus 4 root 2. And 3 minus 4 root 2. Second one here is tight. Simultaneous equations. One linear, one quadratic. So you work with your linear one, the simple one first. Get one of the letters on its own. Now, makes it a hell of a lot easier getting S on its own because you're not going to get a fraction. So 2r minus 10 is equal to S. The only thing that's going to make this difficult is that minus in front of your S. So everywhere there's an S, I'm going to replace it with 2r minus 10. So r times 2r minus 10, that's my rs, minus S squared 2r minus 10 squared. Now to save a wee bit of room, I'm just going to write that out twice already. Now, we're going to multiply this out. 2r squared minus 10r minus. Now I'm going to do big dirty square brackets because we're going to minus all of this. So I'm going to multiply it out and then minus it all. So 2r times 2r minus 10 times 2r minus 10 is equal to 12. Tidy her up. 2r squared minus 10r minus, inside them big dirty square brackets, and tidy it up once again. This time I'm multiplying in my minus. What does that leave me with? 2r squared minus 4r squared is minus 2r squared. Minus 10 plus 20 plus 20 is plus 30r. Minus 100 minus 12 is minus 112 is equal to 0. You can divide everything by 2, bring it across to one side, and go straight and do your minus b formula. Now since I've written it in up here, just save a bit of room, I'm not going to write it out again. Now I will write out my a, b and c. And I'm going to fire it in up there. And when you put that into your calculator, I'm not that prepared. Chasing sheep there up to about 2 minutes ago. I get 7. What's this for me? R is equal to 7. Doesn't look like a 7. 7. And go back and change the plus to a minus and 8. So once your R is equal to 7 and 8, you're going to have to work out your S. So to work out your S then, sub it back in up here. So S is equal to 2R minus 10. S is equal to 2 times 8 minus 10. 16 minus 10 is 6. And when R is 7, S equal to 2R minus 10. 2 times 7 minus 10. 14 minus 10. S equal to 4. And then this one here, not ideal because I can't fire up the calculator. This is 2 to the power of x, this first one. So this is your mode 3 in your calculator. New calculators you can type in each. I would just go one by one, to be honest. And I'm starting at 0. I'm ending at 3. And then my steps, what is going up in, is 0.5. So do it for each of them. And when you do it, again, I'm just looking at the answers in the back of the book. I'm getting 1, 1.4, 2, 2.8, 4, 5.7, and 8. Now, I would delete it and do my g of x1. I'm going to do that. So my minus x squared should be an n shape for this one, and this one should go up like that. I'm going to get minus 1, 2.75, 5, 5.75, 5, 2.75, going back downhill again, and minus 1. Now we're going to plot these. So I might plot that red one. Nah, I'll do my black one first, my top one, my F1. So it's 0 and 1. 0.5. So 0.5 is there. And 1.4. 1 and 2. 1.5. And 2.8. Say I'm rushing this. 2 and 4. 2.5, which is there. And 5.7. 3 and 8. So we're not getting them 0.7s exact or anything, but each box is worth a half. And join them up in a nice smooth curve. That's my exponential curve. That's my function f of x. Now repeat it. There should be nice handy marks drawn it. So 0 minus 1, 0.5, and 2.75, 1 and 5, 1.5 and 5.75, 2 and 5. And by doing the two different colours, you'll not mix and match them. So I'm just scribbling out. I'm ignoring that F line. 2.5 and 2.75 and 3 and minus 1. Join that in a nice smooth curve. As we predicted, it's an end shape. A wee bit high in that one. Now, anywhere they give you two graphs in one, they'll always ask you where they equal. And that's what they've done there. So that is the same. The way that's written, it's the same as them writing, where is f of x equal to g of x? Or where is 2 to the power of x equal to, my gx was 9x minus 3x squared minus 1. All they've done is they've brought them over. Hence why your 3x squared is now a plus, your 9x is a minus, and your minus 1's a plus 1. So everywhere they ask you, you don't know what they're asking you, and there's two graphs in one, they're asking you where do they meet, where are they equal. Now if I look at my graph, the two places they're equal, values of x are here and here. Now draw that down a straight down line. And when I do that, roughly, it's 0.1, 0.2, 0.25, say. It is rough. And then there, 2.1, 2.15. Now if you wanted to check, you could sub each in and see do they get the same answer. Yeah. I wasn't too bad. I'm looking at the back of the book. It said 0.32, which must be exact enough. So they will give you a range. And let k be the number such that 2 k is equal to 6. So that 2 to the power of k is the same as saying like 2 to the power of x. You know, it's the black curve. So it's just, all they've done is replace the x with the k. So where is that black curve equal to 6? So what you've got to do is go across from 6, using your ruler, to where it hits the graph, go down, and on about 2.6, 2.59, whatever you want. And that's it.